All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Full Range Wrestling Recap. I am your host, Most Valuable Pat, and I know it's been a while. It's been a couple weeks since we've done a wrestling recap. We've been having technical issues, so we apologize for that. But we are back, and we are doing some more of the wrestling recap for the week of the days of May 21st and 22nd of 2018 of Raw and SmackDown. So I'm just gonna kind of get right to it. Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax are going at it at Money in the Bank for the Raw Women's Championship. I do want to say a couple things about this before I actually start this wrestling recap. Is it too soon for her to get a title shot? Yes, it is. 100%. Now, why they decided to now give her title shot, the first singles match that she had, that first singles match period that she ever had on television, she gets her title shot. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Hopefully she actually delivers though, but from what she did at WrestleMania in the tag team match, it was impressive, very impressive. So hopefully she can take that streak and kind of go and do what she needs to do, and then we'll see what happens. But I mean, what's the best scenario here? I mean, let's say that Nia Jax wins. So Ronda Rousey loses her first singles championship match. Or singles match, period. That's scenario number one. Let's say that Ronda Rousey wins. Nia Jax holds the title for like a month. And then, guess what? She doesn't have the title anymore. So why give Ronda Rousey the title shot now? Maybe it's because they want her to be in a pay-per-view and they want all the best women to be in a Money in the Bank championship match. Not really sure. It's very interesting, but I don't know why they did that. It's just weird to me. But they had a contract signing on Raw on Monday, and that was the first thing that pretty much happened. And I think for the first time they didn't actually fight. So that was pretty cool, and that wasn't the first thing that happened, but there was, the first time that actually happened on Raw, where it wasn't a fight at the end of it. And it was then in the beginning of the show though, Roman Reigns came out and Stephanie came out. I actually missed the first like 2 minutes of the show because my TV was, or my iPad that I was watching, and I was all effed up. But Stephanie was out there with Roman, and she was, Roman was bitching again about, I want another chance at the Money in the Bank and all that kind of shit. He sounds just like Kevin Owens, but yeah, Kevin Owens is a heel and he's still a face, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But it's very strange to me. But he was bitching again, and then Kevin Owens comes out and they have a match. And gets DQ'd because Jinder Mahal comes out and starts beating the crap out of Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins comes out. And then after that, they have a match where it's, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal and Kevin Owens. So they, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns won the match. Decent match. Not really going to talk about that much. There wasn't really much that happened on Raw today or this week. It kind of sucks. But afterwards, they announced that there's going to be Jinder Mahal and Roman Reigns versus Roman Reigns in Money in the Bank. So that's going to be kind of cool. Then they had Sami Zayn do the stupidest bit I've ever seen him do in wrestling since he got into wrestling. Since he got into WWE, I should say. He did the stupid thing where he introduced Bobby Lashley's sisters, and they were just like, I guess, I don't know, guys from the back dressed up as women. It was stupid. I don't know why they're putting Sami Zayn with Bobby Lashley as his first kind of person back. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but hey. Everything that's happening right now in WWE isn't really making a whole lot of sense to me. They're putting Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey, and they're putting Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn when it should be Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar for the title again. Now they have another, I believe. Oh no, it wasn't a qualifying match. They had a match between Alexa Bliss and Ember Moon, and Ember Moon ended up beating Alexa Bliss again, which is good. I like her. She's a. If it wasn't for Asuka being at NXT the same time as Ember Moon was, I think Ember Moon would have made a bigger name for herself because she would have actually won matches. Like they just were stuck on not Alexa Bliss, Asuka. They were stuck on having her versus Asuka 20 million times and then Asuka winning every single match. It was just kind of stupid. That didn't really make too much sense to me. But she would have made a bigger name for herself if she wasn't going up against Asuka as many times as she did and losing as many times as she did. But then they had Adam Rose Jr. come out, a.k.a. No Way Jose versus Baron Corbin. Every single time I see No Way Jose comes out, I want him to get freaking owned in the ring. Oh my god, that bit is so stupid. It's Adam Rose, man. That's exactly what it is. It's the exact same thing. Why are they copying off of older wrestlers? I don't understand. What's the point? You know what I mean? Like it's like No Way Jose is Adam Rose Jr. and the Iconics are Layla and freaking Michelle McCool. What is going on? Are they running out of original ideas that they can't put out new ideas? It's just oh my god! I'm sorry, I'm frustrated. Oh my god! It's crazy. I don't understand why they did that. So he fought against Baron Corbin, and Baron Corbin whooped his ass. Thank God. I was rooting for Baron Corbin the entire freaking match. I cannot stand No Way Jose just because of his bit. I don't know about him as a wrestler. I don't care about him as a wrestler. I don't know him as a person. But that bit that he has is stupid. So not a fan of it. And I'll never be a fan of it because they did that already. It didn't work. They want him, so he's gone. Adam Rose is gone. He's not wrestling anymore. He's not doing that shit no more. Why the hell are they gonna keep on doing the same routine over and over again? It doesn't make any sense. But they do have the B team, which is Axel and Bo Dallas, kind of having their own little title stuff going on now. It's pretty cool. They're undefeated, quote unquote, as the B team. So they fought against Breezango, and they actually ended up beating Breezango. So they're still undefeated, which I'm happy about, man. I think it's pretty freaking cool. If they become a legitimate tag team, that could be good because they're both two good wrestlers. I hope that they're actually going to become a legitimate tag team on a pretty now crappy Raw tag team division, which they moved the only good Raw tag team to SmackDown, which is the Bar. And I didn't even see them on SmackDown this week, which is weird. But anyway, after that, they had the contract signing, which I talked about already, and then they had Chad Gable versus Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler ended up winning that match. And again, that's another great tag team. Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. I love that. It's fantastic. Drew McIntyre is freaking huge, man. I did not know he was that big. That dude is a monster. I didn't think he was. I don't know why I thought he was just like an average looking guy. But he is enormous. I didn't think he was that tall. Like, he makes Dolph Ziggler look like a freaking midget. It's ridiculous how big this guy is. And then they had the Money in the Bank Fatal 4-Way Qualifier, and it was Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan Sarah Logan versus Liv Morgan versus Natalya versus Dana Brooke. Obviously, Natalya won the match because she's the only name in that whole entire match, so of course she's going to win it. Then after that, it was Bobby Roode versus Elias, who cares? And then they had Finn Balor versus Braun Strowman. And Balor actually gave Strowman a pretty good fight for a little bit. It wasn't that bad. It was actually a really good match. Finn Balor always has quality matches, man. I mean, it's just, when you know he's wrestling, you know it's going to be a quality match. He's just a quality wrestler. He's a fantastic wrestler. I love him. He's great. Future champion, I hope, along with Strowman. It's gonna, they have a good rivalry. They don't have a rivalry, but they had a good match. They could turn into a good rivalry. But man, it was so much fun to watch. And Strowman ended up beating him but it was still a great match to watch. And that was pretty much everything that happened on Raw. So we'll go ahead and jump over to SmackDown, where they had started off with The Miz actually doing his show, and he's premiering a new show on USA called Miz and Mrs. That was interesting. But then after they had New Day come out, he had New Day come out, and he had his that was his guest on the show, and they were talking about who's going to be in the Money in the Bank and all that kind of stuff, and everybody was saying, and they were all saying each other's names, and then it ended up being Big E versus Miz in a not a title, but in a match, and Miz ended up winning the match because Sheamus and Cesaro came out and distracted New Day, and then that was that. But after the match, they started talking about the whole Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass match that was on last week and how Big Cass is hurt, quote unquote. I don't think he's hurt for real, but he's supposed to be hurt, which kind of sucks because he just got back from being injured. But then it was gonna be so it was supposed to be Samoa Joe versus Big Cass for a chance at the Money in the Bank. Now it's gonna be Daniel Bryan versus Jeff Hardy for a chance at Money in the Bank, and which is good because I'm happy about that. And the winner's gonna take out Samoa Joe next week, and that's gonna be probably the match of the day. No chance. No doubt about it. And after that, they had another women's Money in the Bank qualifying match. It was Lana versus Billie Kay, aka Nikki Bella, and Lana ended up winning the match, which is cool. They have a whole lot of rumors rolling around, and I'll talk about this a little more later. That Rusev is going to turn on Aiden English, and he's going to go back to being like the, Rusev Crush guy, like he was before. And after that, they had Andrade Almas versus an unnamed talent. Who cares? Oh, they had a really good tag team match in SmackDown today. It was Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Usos for the number one contender championship, for the tag team championships. And Gallows and Anderson ended up winning the match. Thank the Lord that they're putting Usos to the side a little bit. I mean, these guys are good wrestlers, man. But man, they've had so many different opportunities. It's just kind of dumb that they have so many different opportunities, and thank the Lord that they actually just kind of took a loss, and they had somebody new go up. They're going to go up against Bludgeon Brothers, which is fantastic. So thank the Lord for that. Then after that they had Naomi versus Sonya Deville as a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Naomi ended up winning the match. They don't want to give new people an opportunity of being Money in the Bank, so they give the veterans being Money in the Bank, which is stupid. So, do they have a list of who's going to be in the Money in the Bank? Charlotte is going to be in it. Asuka's going against Carmella. I'm trying to think of all the people who are going to be in the match, but they're all like veteran people. There's nobody that's really like new, which is dumb. Except for maybe Ember Moon. Ember Moon's the only one that's new. That's really that's out there. That's really any good. I mean, come on. That just came in. It's stupid. Get some new blood in there. You know what I mean? It's just Then they had the last match, final match, and that was the best match on either show. Daniel Bryan versus Jeff Hardy. Oh my God, these guys are freaking monsters. And they're just completely going absolutely nuts, and it's fun to watch. These guys are the two best on SmackDown wrestling-wise. They have four good quality wrestlers on SmackDown. They got Shinsuke and AJ, and they have Daniel Bryan, and they have Jeff Hardy. Man, jeez, you can't get much better than that. But before that, I actually skipped one on accident. Sorry, but they had AJ Styles and Shinsuke. Shinsuke was supposed to talk about his stipulation for their 50th match in a month at Money in the Bank, and it turns out that it's going to be a last man standing match. Okay, I would like to see them fight in a last man standing match. It could be fun. So that's the stipulation for that match. Should be kind of cool. And then that was it for SmackDown. There's not, these shows are short, and they're talking about moving SmackDown to 3 hours, which I hope to God they don't. But they're talking about it, and If they do that, I'm gonna be pissed because I don't feel like watching SmackDown for 3 hours. But I don't know. You never know. But that was pretty much everything for SmackDown. Decent quality show, not that bad. But I mean, they have really confusing stuff going on Raw. SmackDown's always a quality show, but they have confusing shit going on in Raw. Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey and Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. Doesn't make any sense. But I'm going to move on to the rumor roundup for the last couple days and let you guys know what they were talking about on rumor roundup. Now this is where I'm saying that it doesn't make any sense that there's going to be a title shot for Ronda Rousey. This is one of the rumors that happened earlier in the week. They put Ronda Rousey in tag matches in the house shows because they don't want to push her too much. So they don't want to push her too much because they put her in tag team matches on house shows, but they don't want to push her too much, so they put her in the Money in the Bank tag team match. Or in the Money in the Bank match. Or not a Money in the Bank match, a title match at Money in the Bank in a one-on-one match versus the champion. There's not going to be a tag team Money in the Bank ladder match. There's been speculation that it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins for the next match for Brock Lesnar, which is fine. I don't mind seeing that. I like that. I haven't seen too much of those matches, so let's go for it. Randy Orton had knee surgery this week, so he's expected to be out 2 months, which kind of sucks. Vince McMahon is really high on Drew McIntyre again, so after that, what's gonna happen. He's gonna get high on him, and then he's probably gonna fire him again, which is what happened last time. And Fox is talking about picking up SmackDown as their show because I guess NBC is the SmackDown's hitting the open market and Raw is gonna be there soon. So looks like they have Fox in the mix to maybe get SmackDown. Who knows? I don't know. It'd be cool though. Big Cass's knee injury is storyline related, so nothing there. But yeah, there's a thing where I just said that Rusev is going to turn into Ruthless Rusev, where he's going to turn on Aiden English, and Lana's going to be the manager, obviously. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Not really too much else to talk about. That's pretty much everything. So I thought, for some reason, I thought that Money in the Bank was going to be this weekend, which it's not. It's not till the 17th. I mean, I don't remember the last time they had a pay-per-view. What was it, like 2 weeks ago or something like that? It's a long time between pay-per-view. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I like Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank's one of the better ones because there's something going for it. You know what I mean? It's just fun to watch. The Money in the Bank ladder match. It's fun. And I like it. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on and all that kind of stuff. But we'll talk about a little bit about it more next week, and hopefully more exciting stuff happens in the following weeks when it comes to wrestling. They were in London last week, which that audience was absolutely ridiculous. I love that shit, man. I love it when they're in the big time cities: Chicago, New York, LA, Philly's pretty good too. London, those places are all just crowds are insane. But that's gonna do it for us on this episode of Wrestling Recap. So come back and check us out next week. I'm a little bit rusty this week, so just please bear with me. So I'll be back on track next week, and we will talk a little bit more about Raw and SmackDown again. So please come back and check us out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please don't forget to also comment down below what you think is going to happen to Money in the Bank. What do you think of the whole Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax thing? I'd like to hear your comments on that. And if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll answer them on the next episode. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we will see you all next week. Bye.